Hi guys.
Alright, well, let's see if this will load then. So, hello and welcome. Let's play some World of Horror. I'm a little late today because partially due to work and partially due to going to the store, that sort of thing. It is what it is. My god, that's loud. Mine's only increments of 10. I really should stop having my volume on 100 for everything, but... well, I'll never learn. Would you like to customize your next playthrough's look? There are many color palettes. No, I actually quite like the black and white. Also, 2-bit or 1-bit. No, I actually don't like that. If it's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors option before trying a more complex playthrough as well, alright? So, obviously we do have a few options here, but we'll do the recommended. City of Shukawa, Japan, 198X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods... I'm gonna have to wait until it's finished moving before I read these. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops in its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. Right, welcome to World of Horror. Important messages will appear here. You've found a new item, Straight Razor, at, I believe, 10:02. You found a new item, Taiyaki. Straight Razor, sharp, one-handed. I'm not sure what a pair here means. 4 damage, 90 speed, chance to hit 80. Do I equip that somehow? Is that something I need to equip? Oh, there we are. And Taiyaki. +1 reason. It's food and folklore. Alright. Don't really need that. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now, barely surviving the encounter with this skin hag at the nursery. It's a race against time, and you can't rest until our town is safe. Is that really all that is? Start mystery or... go ahead and start the mystery, I suppose. A spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave, a woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? You could probably join your friend. It's like I really can only interact with this. The school's eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil, and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Access storage, explore the school, perform the ritual. Need to explore the school. Investigating schoolyard. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black door propped up against the wall. I suppose that's probably what this is here. Come closer, or needs anatomy class perks. I do not have whatever that is. Against your better judgment, you approach the door. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The door isn't a door. Your sudden movement calls tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. Oh, that's rather grotesque. -2 reason. Which I'm not sure... Is that what this is? 14 here. Resolve the event. So we have 14 reason. I'm assuming that's stamina, 17 stamina. Strength, dex, probably perception, knowledge, charisma. I'm not sure what that is. F and D. Could be find, could be something else. You feel like something horrible is happening with the school. You must hurry and find those items. Well, I'm not sure if I can click on anything, really. Blessed chalk not found, holy candles not found. Access storage or explore the school. Investigating the classroom. I can't really pick where to investigate. A tall woman with unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Sure. Luck check, failure. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smell and formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? -2 stamina. Resolve the event. I suppose at this point I should go ahead and eat the taiyaki, but I'm not sure if it's going to really matter. Peek outside? Sure, why not? To open the door, click on the handle and... Oh, so I can actually move things here. Hello there. Alright, fine. We'll go ahead and explore. You enter the damp-smelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Probably not. How would that... No, whatever. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly, the water turns murky and you realize you're not alone in the pool. Prepare for combat. Once a good thing I equipped a straight razor. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. Oh, that's rather grotesque. During each turn, you'll build a sequence of attacks and moves from the action ring B, which is where? Here? Oh, this is... Okay, I see what you're saying. We'll have... I'm right. Once you fill the sequence bar C, press the launch sequence. So we have sort of things we can do here. We need to fill the actions. So fill the combat sequence white bar with combat moves and click launch sequence, which is here. Right click to delete the last move. So you have offensive actions. That's really it. Or maybe that's what we're selected into. Kick time needed 55, which I believe is that's showing, and I cannot attack with. But I have the straight razor. Can I not use that? Attack without. I suppose we are swimming. Turn 2 begins. With time, you will discover new combat moves available through the action filter A. Right, but first you need a weapon, find and choose an action called look for an improvised weapon. Again, straight razor, it's equipped. Attack with your weapon. Okay, so now I can actually attack with it, I see. Prepare to attack. Next attack is guaranteed to hit. Time needed, 66, perception based, so that is perception. And it's a firearm. Attack boost. Your next attack is an additional 10% chance to hit. This effect stacks. So how many... Sure, why not? No, I cannot launch sequence for some reason. Why not? It's demanding that I search for an improvised weapon, I see. So look for an improvised weapon. Combat skill time needs to reduce your experience by 5 and raise your chance to... No, it's not happening. So we got a broken bottle up here. Turn 3 begins. Look, a new item has appeared in your inventory in the upper right corner. Select the item with your cursor and open the item submenu and select Equip button. Right, and it is one-handed as well. But why is it... Oh, I see. It only really one hand slot. Or one weapon can be equipped at a time. Is it better or worse, though? It's definitely much worse. No, not much worse, but it's definitely worse. Alright, and time to just attack with what we have. Actually, can I just go back to this? I don't really need the tutorial any further at that point. Oh, you actually take more now. We'll try to attack, then prepare and ensure we at least hit once. Also, how much health? -2 stamina, 8 HP still. So, prepare to strike, you hit it for 4 health. Bloated Teacher attacks you, gurgles and mimics. So he's not really attacking, he's just a Bloated Teacher, so he's not really doing anything here. Alright, got 7 experience, which I'm not sure where that's at. We've also lost a fair amount of health. You found the Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw sigils in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. Redraw 1 or 2. Oh, unfortunate. I don't actually know what it's supposed to look like. Alright, storage. Friend's diary. Oh, well, that's actually very handy there. There we are, that should be it. Is it? Yes, that's correct. Alright, so now we have the correct sigil and explore the school. We still need the candles, I believe. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model, its heart beating. Your sight almost makes you sick, -1 stamina. Oh, that's unfortunate. Found the sound of scissors getting louder. Hurry. Oops, same thing. Oh, there we are. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. Right, well, go ahead and perform the ritual. Wait, what is that? Also, I've got very little stamina left. You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall woman-like creature with 3 faces all connected in a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is your only chance. Yeah, I'm not really prepared for that, as I have no health. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Also, I don't really have defense. Drastically lowers the chance to be hit. Regain... Oh, at the cost of 2 stamina, I could regain reason. Lower the chance to be hit and try to strike. Just shy on that. I suppose I could do this instead. Am I beautiful? So, frozen in fear, you watch as she gets closer. The sharp scissors are slowly cutting through your cheeks as she asks you, am I beautiful? And you've perished. So unfortunately, she did a hit, and that was more than enough to kill us. I'm not really sure what I could do differently, if I'm honest. We'll continue as is. Let's actually try to finish this one. Alright, go ahead and equip the straight razor. turn the combat tutorial off, as we already know what we're doing now. And we've already read all the here, so go ahead and begin. Nothing really here. So this is what we'll need now. Careful the line. Monolithic exchange, blah, blah. Right, nothing interesting really. So somehow we have to survive while finding those, and we have no reason to go there. Well, apparently I have to. I cannot just leave. Alright. Resolve the event. May as well go ahead and eat your taiyaki. Decline. Oh, she suddenly grabs your hand. Oh, I insist. -2 reason. Luck check success. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old book. Old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shun up, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. +5 experience. So far we're doing pretty well. Is there any real... Oh, you're different. You shouldn't risk that again. Alright, same thing. Explore the school. Something is wrong. So this is new. Instead of a clear blue sky, you see the bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof, and the barrier between worlds is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever other eldritch horrors still lurk here. Stink or run? I'm not sure what our stats really help with here. We'll just say run. Strength check success. You succeed in grabbing the backpack and return to the staircase leading back to our world. 10 experience. I'm not sure what I can do with the experience. I don't have enough experience for whatever that is. Alright. Also, don't quite know what a lot of this is still. Oh, we do have the Blessed Chalk at least. Alright. We need... No, it is this one, I believe, in the square. Oh, no. No, that is correct. That's not really a thing we have to worry about, I guess. Alright. And now we need the candle. Is there really nothing I can do other than just suffer damage? Alright, and perform the ritual. What is that? It's her yet again. Same figure, same situation. Prepare for combat. Alright, so she has... I believe that's 2 damage, so... After each sequence, enemies perform an attack draining your stamina. Stamina, reason, or both. So, we can survive for 6 attacks. And we have to somehow deal 20 damage to her. So, all in all, it's definitely possible to win. Well, that's actually very handy. We're doing pretty well right now. One more hit and may as well just guarantee it. Alright, well, survived. The ancient horn lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friends gravely wounded, but alive. You help them up, and both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of school sisters ending A. Was there an alternate route or something? Oh, I could have done the ritual wrong. Horror is over for now. Equipped straight razor. You'll play the... Okay, cool. Let's do that again. I want to do the ritual incorrectly this time. Alright, combat tutorial off, start the mystery, equip the straight razor, investigate. So I'm going to try this time just incorrectly, just seeing what happens. So that succeeded, good. Explore the school. I'm pretty sure I could not perform the ritual without any of the items, so there's no real point in that. Alright, and Mara is completed. So let's intentionally make sure we have the wrong ritual. The rituals are not ready. So I really cannot do anything without the candles here. Right, perform the ritual. So now we do have this wrong. Interesting. The sigil and holder candles don't seem to have any effect on the horrible monster. Had you drawn it wrong? Frozen in fear, you watch as the twitching horror gets closer and closer. It raises enormous scissors and crooks. Am I beautiful? Prepare for combat. So she's stronger now. So we have one guaranteed attack, and then another attack with a increased chance to hit. Honestly, I think if I just keep attacking, we should win. As long as the attacks land. And they did, so we're good. And resolve combat. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floors. What is the Nikato doing? Okay, apparently he's trying to play in the gifts. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. The only trace left of her is the large scissors. You stare at them, unsure of what to feel. Something tells you you want to keep them. You need them. Very slowly, you pick up the scissors and your mouth widens in a smile. Spine-chilling story of school scissors ending B. So we are now the cursed one. The horror is over for now. Alright, not bad. Incoming Doom 4%. Alright. Again, not sure what to do with the experience situation here. Very unsure of that. What do I just hit to randomize? Ooh, no, absolutely not. No. Oh, that's fine, I suppose. Alright, so next one on the list is extracurricular activity. Actually, hold on. Death mode random. Absolutely not. Difficulty. I'm not sure what we're on. Evil Force getting score now. Alright, and then timeline. Start to play through in a randomly chosen one. Timeline in a world of horror. Timeline choices determine changes in mysteries and their endings. Timeline be our quarter of Japan. Every year, city. Okay. And I cannot. Alright. Let's go ahead and extracurricular activity. City of Shukawa, Japan, 1908X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robot figure. Okay, so it's the same sort of intro here. Face crossed out on that one. No, it might be easier to see it now. It's not black and white. Same sort of situation. An old train slows down and stops. Same thing. The missing stars. The media has been reporting about various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection with the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Old gods rule. Casting spells raises doom instead of its normal cost. Backstory, World of Horror, character exclusive pet cards only. Avoid. Support investigation. Ignore the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. One time use only, cost 3 reason. cast the spell. Casting this does not cost reason. Items, spells, status, allies and perks, town, you. What does that mean? Oh, it takes 100 experience to level up, I see. Alright. First time playing, select this. Technically, yes. Welcome and thank you for trying World of Horror. Inspired by adventure games from the 80s, the visual overload may eventually... The visual overload? Well, that would be overlay. May initially be a little disorienting. It very much is. In this short tutorial, I'll do my best to explain various elements that prepare you to fight the horrible old gods. Paul, creator of the game. No, continue. That's the main game screen. Here you will interact with your surroundings, solve mysteries, and fight enemies. And that's the user interface, part of the screen. Here you'll manage your inventory, cast spells, and access the game options. All performed actions will be uploaded in the log here. That part makes sense so far. And that's you on the right. World of Horror has RPG elements, and your attributes are described by 6 basic stats here. Move your cursor over them to learn more. That strength stats are used to determine the outcome of events and the speed of certain combat actions. As dexterity stats are used to determine the outcome of events and the speed of certain combat actions. Perception stats are used to determine the outcome of events and speed. So it's the same sort of thing. Knowledge, charisma, and funds. Ah, okay, so not find, funds. How much money you can spend. That's your inventory. You can keep up to 4 items. To inspect, use, or equip anything you pick up, select the items in question in this area. There are 3 equipment slots. Equipped items do not count towards your 4 item limits. A. Equipped items used in combat, B and C. Trinkets and armor. As you progress with your playthrough, more helpful tips will appear. Would you like to turn the combat tutorial on? No. Right, so your home or the lighthouse? Let's go home first. Can I actually interact with anything here? Check your mailbox and it's empty. Oh, I can actually change rooms. Well, I was not expecting that. Inexplicable morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Alright, well, let's not do that yet. You're not currently investigating any weird mysteries. Recent newspaper clippings or notes collected in the next room shall point you into the right direction. Alright. Start a new mystery. So we have choose an action, take a bath, change clothes, take a peep through the peephole, get back to town screen, start a new mystery. Well, let's go back to the town screen first. Lighthouse. The ominous building has long been closed for... The ominous lighthouse has been closed for longer than you can remember. Leave or enter. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the building. You need 5 keys. Interesting. Alright, so it is a home that we need to go to. Interesting. So we have multiple endings. So each of these tells you how many endings there are. Rotten report of rancid ramen. Macabre memory of morbid mermaids. Eerie episode of evolving eels. And curious case of contagious coma. Probably one of the outer ones since they're shorter. Rotten rancid ramen or contagious coma. Let's go with the ramen. Rotten report of rancid ramen. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out to the door. The shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? The flesh of the gods themselves? That's a finger. That might be an eyeball, part of the eyebrow forehead here. Alright. To advance the mystery, investigate the circled locations as you progress The locations in the rules change. Travel to the apartments. Alright, so watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a featured shop. Sorry, it's a feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Dumpster dive. Discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. Alright. Cards doomed to enter. That's to rest. Regain stamina and reason. Stored items. You can't investigate your home. What changed? Oh, this. Bad decisions like running from enemies and reading code books can raise locations' threat level, making it more dangerous to explore in the future. Interesting. You're already here, so it's home, travel to school, seaside, mansion, village, forest, hospital, downtown, apartments, and the void, apparently. Investigate the apartments. I'm not sure what the difference here is. The fire escape. You find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did the envelope end up in your bedroom? +2 funds, -1 reason. You knock on your friend's door and wait. Corners are not home. You should check later. Why can I click this and yet nothing happens? Alright. A woman jumps out of the apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower and suddenly the shower started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Calm her down or check the bathroom. I'm not sure which is better. Because we need to check the bathroom. Null check failure. You don't find anything. The smell of blood makes you weak. That's unfortunate. Maybe it's based on which status higher. You hear rustling on the other side of the apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. Oh, interesting. I don't have a weapon. And my fists don't really do much damage. I would have to hit you 12 times. I can at most hit you 4, so about 3 turns if I hit every attack. Sustained an injury concussion. Unfortunate. I could drastically try to... we'll try to just kill them outright. Oh, actually, I could, what was that? Scavenge, look for an improvised weapon. And dodge. Well, we've got a branch, which is slightly better. There we are. Not too bad. This might be the last turn. Not. There we are. Wait, what's this? Oh, baseball bat. Resolve combat. Lovely. It's a little better. Can I discard this item? There we are. So we got part of it finished here. Investigate the downtown. I could shop for items, but I don't believe I have money. No, I do have funds. I have 8 funds. Cost doomed to enter. Manage threat level. Experience over funds. Oh, experience equals funds. So entering the shop would put doom, which is unfortunate. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Invite to coffee. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a warning rumor about an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once again. Could this be the reason for recent horrific events? -1 fund, 7 experience. Rozov. That's perfectly fine. Investigate the town. A sudden growl coming from behind a corner makes you stop. Oh, I was expecting a dog, not whatever this is. Are your eyes pulsing? Yes. Your eyes aren't quite attached. Let's see, you take 64. I suppose we'll just go for it. Oh, they all hit. Alright. The quickest way to not take damage, or the best way to not take damage, is to end a fight before they can hurt you. But I did take a little bit, I believe, there. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. +4 doom. One night. Oh, what time is it? It said it was night. Is there a way to check the time? Concussion. -1 to Nord until the end of the current mystery. Well, that's unfortunate. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air. Time passed. Right. Speed, alright. What are you? I'm not sure. Alright, let's try him once more. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening, you're probably being pickpocketed. Perception failure. Before you realize your water's missing, -2 funds. I see. Oh. With a slick hand, you fill a vial with soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. What happened here? With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen to a lab. While handing over the gathered materials, you hesitate. What should you send to the lab? Well, we only have just the vial of ramen soup. A mere day later, your friend rings your door. Her face is pale in a shaky hand. She holds an analysis sheet. You usher her into... You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. Unfortunate. A week later, police and government officials are looking over where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. You'd like to believe that was the end of it, but snippets of the newspaper from the other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening, and its mysterious owner keeps showing up. You can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. Rotten report of rancid ramen, ending B. Rewards for solving the mystery. Knowledge is key plus 30 experience. There's still hope, -5% doom. Tireless +1 reason and stamina. Time passes 1 day. Interesting. The old guard stares. Click here to reveal its effect. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You will have to find a new place to buy equipment. What does that... what? Interesting, I suppose. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing here? Right, one moment. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to heat up a bit of food. Alright, sorry about that. So, let us go and look for another mystery. Interestingly enough, I cannot actually choose that one again, so I'll have to go back and try to solve it. A curious case of contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake up the patient up only end up falling into a more coma themselves. What are you... My cat is being very active suddenly. A whole wing of town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people and how... And how did this strange illness start? I'm not sure if you can hear him running in the background there. But he is just charging around the room, running into things. Not like running into them, but running onto them. He's quite annoying. Alright, let us check the reports about the weird disease and try to find cause before more people fall asleep. What are you doing? He's literally just running across the couch, that's all he's doing. Krantus, I cannot do that. Hearing an eerie sound coming from behind the door, you decide to check it out. At first glance, the abandoned classroom seems empty. Once your eyes get used to the darkness, you discover an unusual sigil drawn on the floor. Judging by the smoke, someone put out the candles the moment you enter. Light the candles, pick up the book, or study the writing on the board. You recognize the sticker on the book. It came from the local library. You gain a random spell and lose 1 or 2 reason. They cover a few dusty and boring books. I'll lose a bit of reason to gain a spell, why not? Oh yes, we got more void, so just a void, nothing further. Investigate the village location twice to complete, okay. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on her backpack lying nearby. Take her home or let the police handle it. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. Plus 10 experience minus 2 stamina. Odd. Alright. I'm assuming that's some sort of problem. Investigate the village. Why are you saying investigate the village and yet it's showing? Odd. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. So accept, decline, or Park Ranger ally. Decline. You don't decline me, you fool. He shouts as you flee the house. The old man throws a book at you, and one of them hits you in the head, minus 1 stamina. This trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep. However, it could be an important place to investigate. Take the quick route or the safe route. Taking the safe route costs you time, but you get to the top without incident. Burnt out candle wax and dried blood around this shrine mean a new sinister court has claimed this location, plus 5 experience, plus 2% doom. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. Plus 1 item. Dust of Seeing, momentarily rendered as invisible creatures partially visible, sets enemy power to 0. What is this? White dust, it has no smell. Ah yes, Cocaine. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Sneak past her, probably dexterity. Set a trash can on fire or let her sleep. Sneak past her. Dexterity check failure. You manage to sneak past her. Unfortunately, the old cabinet squeaks loudly, waking the nurse. You are thrown out of the hospital. Minus one reason. Unfortunate. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols, branded like cattle. These are King Grasp skill. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? Plus 4% doom. Okay, not sure about this. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Take a nap, buy coffee, or jog around the block? The world may be falling apart, but you really needed that. Plus 1 stamina and 1 reason. Plus 2% doom. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal. Describing a certain village. It's describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact an entity from the Dream Realms. Interesting. What is he doing now? No, he's trying to tear things down off the wall. Alright. You've got enough experience to level up, finally. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of Blank Park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Interesting. You've advanced to the next experience level. Choose one perk and one stat upgrade. Running shoes, a discipline, or hot bath. You're not going to tell me anything about what these do, are you? Oh, regain a stamina for all successful event skill checks. Smaller doom penalty for running from combat. Improved resting at home. Do I try to get another stat higher? Do I try to balance things, or do I raise the... excuse me, when the lowest up? I could also increase my stamina by 6. That's not a bad idea. I'll raise stamina for survival's sake for now. There's no point in casting the Void spell. Alright. Quarantine Wing is guarded closely. Must find a way to sneak through. As part of therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Interesting. Resolve the event. Let's hope you find an answer here. There it is. How do I know when to use this? I suppose it's probably during combat. Right, and then there's the library note, which does not really matter, right? Did I not already use this? Or can I continue to use it? Interesting. Quarantine Wing. You've managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reaching the quarantine wing, where all of the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure is dropping. You must hurry. Use the dust of seeing. Oh, interesting. Following Lord Ben's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Prepare yourself. Creature causing contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. Interesting. They only do 1 damage, so they're not particularly powerful. Unplug life support. Monster seems to gain his strength from the sleeping patients. Unplugging the life support of one of them will weaken the monster but kill that patient. Deals 15 damage, but you lose 3 reason. Why would I bother doing that? This does 4 damage. I would have to hit it nearly 10 times. About 9 times should do it. It's about 3 rounds, which means I should survive just fine. Your mind is on fire. Okay, but what does that mean? They melt your memories, I see. So they're slowly attacking our mind. That's all it really is. And we're hitting them pretty well, honestly. Tears into your flesh. Tries to swallow you whole, and well, will guarantee an attack. Alright, the creature's severed body falls onto the floor and starts melting slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You've managed to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you'd managed to cut off, it was merely a finger. Interesting. So that's a sort of hand up there. Shaken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. Curious case and contagious comas ending A. Reward for solving this mystery. Dream Eater. The hospital's now safe. Knowledge is key plus 30 experience. Thorough investigation plus 15 experience. There's still hope minus 5% doom. Tireless plus 1 reason and stamina. Time passed 1 day. The god stirs. Cut off from the outside world. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. Interesting. Can I go to the lighthouse? Is there anything here? Oh, it's actually able to open them. Interesting. So we do have 3. I'm still needing to open. Alright, you're home. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing there? Take the key. Oh, I see. So that's the key for them. Right. Let's go back to town screen, lighthouse. Enter the lighthouse, and I hit leave. Alright, so they are in order, the investigation, I see. Someone is standing in the shadows watching your door. Is there any reason to do this? There's no real reason there. Alright, go back. Take a bath. I believe this should help with your sanity and your... The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperatures would you like to set it to? Cold water, extra reason gained. Warm, small experience boost, interesting. Hot water, extra stamina regained. What do we need? Not too bad. We can't get any signal from the outside world. What is happening? Alright, we'll go in order from lowest to highest. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. And you know? The one who slays fish? Oh, the weird dude is back, you know. The one who slays fish. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, he returns 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious what weird fish did he bring this time? He grins. Kana, I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish did he bring this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please. Investigate the seaside location twice to complete this quest. Well, let's just immediately go to the seaside then, why not? Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. -2 reason. Unfortunate. What does the... Hold on, let me go back to spells. So void, ignore the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. I would lose 3 reason instead, however. So basically I could have chosen to, instead of lose 2, lose 3 reasons. That's unfortunate. I really need to find a better use for these spells. That pair has been following you ever since the morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. Alright. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. -1 reason. We really need to get our reasoning back. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. Get closer to the door and ask what's the matter, or call the police. I'm going to go for this one, because there's an issue with the phone lines, but we can't reach outside of town, but I imagine you could probably call the police. But I don't imagine they're going to be helpful. And of course, failed dexterity check. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from the apartment building. She said she would do everything to be with you, even if it meant cheat death itself. Power Sustained finds a chance to attack the enemy. Unsuccessfully, the higher its power, the harder it will be. Currently, the chance to hit is lowered by 5%. She bit me. How rude. Wait, what's that? You found an item, a quarter diary. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars are filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Connor decides to take one jar home. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can he sip his soda so calmly, staring at this creepy creature? Oh, interesting. I can actually use it to lower the Doom rating. Now, looking around the ransacked room of yours, recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Oh, interesting. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend, plus 5 experience. We're very close to leveling. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go check it out. Is this eel even alive? Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man or the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? I could listen to the man, or hang up immediately. You put the phone down, a little shaken up. Just how many people did that old man call today? Minus one reason. You look a little haggard. Connor was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry, because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. That's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. The legend from the Blank Prefecture eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the Blank Prefecture would lay their eggs inside of humans something or other. Alright then. Oh, that's not good. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. A curse. We'll send that curse to the void. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. The temperature abruptly drops, and you shudder in this icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Move towards the pyramid, check the icy coast, or give up. A strength check success. The frozen guard corpse standing on eternal guard to find you worthy. The Usurper King kindly decides to share his forbidden knowledge with you. Plus 30 experience, minus 3 reason. So will my experience go over? It does, lovely. Quick thinking. Plus 1 dexterity. There's always a way out of seemingly hopeless situations. Plus 1 luck, attuned with the natural rhythm of life. Faster offensive actions for fast swimmer. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. Minus 2 strength, unfortunate. Alright. I'm trying to go for higher stats just to try and survive with. I need to rest after this in order to try and regain our sanity and health. But also, I'd very much like to try and get our actual stats up so that way our checks are more likely to succeed. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? Plus 4% doom, plus 2% reason. Handy that. But also, I forgot until I used the spell that it uses doom, or read that note, that doom will increase per cast a spell, but we lost sanity anyways, unfortunately. Think about how stupid it is of Connor to try and break into your neighbor's apartment. You go to sleep. Excuse me. You spend the entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is he? Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Needs Ikumi ally. Or stand disbelief. How is this possible? That's one reason. Kono's been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. Cautiously, you enter the neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kono? I cannot really do anything here, can I? What in the world? The swan body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trailing, leading from them in all directions. Water and reason and stamina. You find Kana. I found the neighbor, but when his eyes burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. We must go to the hospital, or we must puncture his eye now. So, I'm thinking that if I bring him to the hospital, there's a very good chance that there's a skill check involved, and based on that skill check, we may or may not actually be able to save him just fine. But, on the other hand, we can try to save him immediately, get the eggs out of his eyes, and try to not lose our minds in the process of ripping our friend's eye out. Considering how low our reason is, I do wish to just try to go to the hospital. You rush to the hospital with Kono, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. When you wake up, it is already night. Trying to ask about your friend, you are met with weird reactions, as if she never existed. I thought the name Kono was a female, but they kept referring to her, like, the friend as he. I'm very confused by that. You rush to the operating theater yourself, but are stopped by armed police. Whatever happened, the doctors must have been too late to help. Unfortunate. I should have stabbed their eyes out. You're still processing the events of the previous night, corpse-eating eels that lay eggs in their eyes. Sitting before your apartment building, you watch the police officer emptying out your neighbor's place. You wonder if you'll ever hear from your friend again. And need be. Plenty of experience, more experience, plus or less doom, more reason and stamina. Time passes. The imposing shadows cast by more lighthouse is getting longer each day. So I can take one bath a day. Alright. Macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. And now his mind has snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as material. And there's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? I should investigate downtown next. Investigate the seaside location twice. The town's docks are a mix of modern warehouse, small shops and bars, where the alternative crowd gathers. An ancient wooden temple occupies a small hill at the town center. Look for a warehouse, try to recruit allies or prey. It doesn't matter if you believe or not. The smell of burning incense in old wood calms you down. Very handy, that. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Search the body or escape. Interesting. Dexterity check success. Inside the man's pockets you find documents and they are all strangely dry. Did the man really drown, or was he brought here? Plus 10 experience. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. Didn't I pick up a note? Alright. So one moment, I want to mute myself and open up a drink. Right. Suddenly an empty bottle smashes on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. Oh, so I see. So because it's a 10 power, I have an increased chance to hit by 20%. I get it. And they kicked me for 2 damage. Also, I almost have enough to attack again. 30.6, not quite. I gained a new level. What is that? Item prescription. Alright. Important. Where could you fill a prescription like this? It's an expensive pharmacy drug. Interesting. Perception. You've got an eye for art and details. Charisma, natural ability to guide others, or smaller doom penalty for running. We're not going to run. How much for a higher perception? Time to raise our stats. I believe what I would want is actually going to be dexterity for right now. I could go to the hospital and try to use the prescription and see what happens. Asking around the small neighborhood, you get some results. It seems that all the girls attend the same school. Oh, interesting. Could heal my injuries. That's cost of doom. You wait patiently in the reception area. You'll still have some time before you're asked to the office. Enter the doctor's office plus 2 doom. Move to corridor A. I'm going to add the doom. The emergency department is crowded as a direct result of the weird things happening in our town. You finally are asked to the doctor's office. Now, how can I help you today? Additional actions are available on the injury card. Frostbite. Treatment 1 funds. Alright. And blood loss. Minus 10% max stamina. That's something I just gone. So I cannot do anything about that. That's not too bad. Alright, so we've left the hospital. Can I investigate the hospital? You are stopped by 2 nurses ready to apologize and explain yourself. You notice their weird smiles, dead stares, sharp knives. Ooh, interesting. Can I choose which one to attack? No, I cannot. Oh, here we are. Oh, interesting. The base chance to hit is actually really high on this one here. Alright, and we're back to the other one. And they are finished off with this. Good. We got a steak knife. Interesting. Alright, so that did not quite do what I was hoping it would do. Steak knife is also weaker. I'm not sure what to do with this prescription, however. Alright, investigate the school. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Step closer, check out the lockers, or turn on the lights. You turn on the lights. Luckily for you, no horror lurks in the water. Plus one reason. What in the world am I looking at here? Takahashi, you hear a chipper voice shout during a jog. During a jog around the area, you turn your head to see another one of your teammates in casual clothing smiling, blissfully unaware of everything going on. What's up, Captain? Come jog with me, or notice anything weird recently? After a bit of playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder. You wrap up your workout tired, but satisfied with yourself. -1 stamina, and +2 reason. So now we're getting the other way around. We're getting plenty of reason, but not nearly enough stamina. I did not see the circle change until after I clicked it. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a horrified peek, or use your art knowledge to interpret the weird painting. You gasp in horror, but quickly recognize the dystopian surrealist style. You ask for the painting so you can sell it to an avid artist collector. +1 funds. Alright, back to the morbid school. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere, and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside visually attacks the windows. -1 stamina and reason. I think I should actually not let that, but I also do not wish for Doom to get much higher. Let's go ahead and allow it to happen, I suppose. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading to the sea directly to the school building. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location threat level increases. I don't like that. Let's not let the threat levels increase. I could increase my reason just by forgetting a spell. Interesting. Lost in time and space, okay, so same as before. A parasitic star is looming over the dying civilization. Is this the fate of our planet as well? Enter the destroyed temple. Venture further into the desert or dig through the sand. Enter the temple. I got a katana. Interesting. Well, first of all, interesting. Absolutely. Inside a decaying nave, you find a keepsake from an ancient world. There's a humanoid skeleton wearing a Rugand armor. Its weapon looks strangely familiar. There's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult. You ask for help. You have to deal with it alone. So, downside is this katana takes quite a lot of energy to use. I need more dexterity, I believe. Your friend has asked of you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious, you check it out. You don't see anything at first. Then you notice it, the bloated body of Yolash. No, Yolash is getting closer, +3% doom. You compare the sewer plans with the school map, and it suddenly dawns on you. The school basement. That must be the place the kidnappers keeping the missing swimmers. Let's add a bit more spells to our list. Lose a bit of reason, gain a spell. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database, to look for anything that might help in your investigation. Knowledge check failure, -2 reason. You find a curious folder containing photos. With rising horror, you discover that you're in every one of them. The last photo shows a smiling man standing over your bed. Unfortunate. There's no turning back now. Go on, let's hope she's right. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet when it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, her upper torso at least. A tail of a fish has been cruelly sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died. So I'm getting a little nasally. She was too weak and died, you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. Prepare yourself. Not giving up on the previous failure, the obsessed janitor found another body to experiment on. You. So we've got a good chance to hit. In fact, we've got almost a perfect chance to hit. Interesting. I can do quite a lot of damage here. In fact, I can guarantee a hit with each of them. And that should be it. He attacked me with the axe. My stamina's below 10 now, unfortunately. Mad Janitor's body slumps to the floor. You pick up his axe and, using it as a crutch, you try to leave the room, injured and weakened. You slowly lose consciousness in the corridor. Police officers find you in a few hours later, and no trace of the Mad Janitor is found. But you will sleep a little better tonight, knowing that the other students are safe. Macabre memories of the morbid mermaids ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery, plus 30 experience, plus 15 more experience for knowledge's key and thorough investigation, -5% doom as still hope, tireless, plus 1 reason and stamina. Time passes by 1 day. The old guard stirred, click here to reveal its effect. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. I don't think I've ever left town. An item has been added to storage. I do not have room. Access storage. Baseball bat. I definitely don't need that anymore. Oh, I can actually just... Okay, so I can actually click on any of these for the most part. Oh no, it's actually sort of highlighted. I'm not sure what to do with this, however. Alright, and then the fire axe, what can you do? You're worse than the katana, of course. Go ahead and sell that. You need your stamina back. Oh, interesting. Alright, into the lighthouse. Finally, you've made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things. That whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be in the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. Rest a bit, plus 2% doom, or start climbing. Or add a little bit of doom. How much does that help? 1 reason, 1 stamina. How much doom can I gain from this? I don't believe I can go to the store anymore. Or rest just a little bit to regain some stats. 50% doom. Start climbing. Oh, and I've leveled up. Before we continue that, I suppose we'll go ahead and level. So, suddenly a hot bath, not very useful anymore. I really should have gotten that one to begin with. Knowledge from various rituals. Luck, attuned to the natural world. We'll go for knowledge and more dexterity, I believe. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside a central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Find a switch. You manage to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. Interesting, and very handy that. Following the winding staircase, you are surrounded by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. I do not have a light source. You decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. -3 reason. Following the winding staircase, you are wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them, except one. It's like the title of the second mystery you investigated. So... the ramen, I believe, was the first, and there was the commas that was the second. Correct answer. You rip the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and, with a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Grab the metal rods. Of course, we're going to take some damage here. Not enough knowledge. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. I feel like I should probably not lose 3 stamina here. Lost in time and space. Oh, interesting. I've already gone to the destroyed temple. Venture further into the desert, or dig through the sands. I could go to the temple again and possibly get the same item. But we'll go further into the desert. The strength check success. You trek through the desert is exhausting, but you finally reach the oasis. You undress and step into the glowing water, submerging yourself completely. When you leave the pool, you feel different. +1 knowledge. Very handy. And we did not lose the 3 stamina. We also gained back. Following the winding staircase, same situation. It's like the second enemy you fought this run. This run? As in... It was not the Dream Devourer, and it could have been a ghoul. Apartment stalker. We didn't fight them. Did we? No. Stalker girl. I don't remember the Dream Devourer. Stalker girl was not the first. She might have been the second, but I think she was later. And this run, does it mean as playing her, or this run as in since starting this mystery? We haven't fought anyone starting this mystery. Well, no, we fought one person. No, we did not. We haven't fought anyone since the end of the last one. It's either Stalker girl or ghoul. Wrong answer. Your head hurts, +5% too. Unfortunate. It's probably the ghoul then. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water. With the power to the gate, you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. Strength check failure, not enough strength. You're surprised at how much effort it takes. My word, that's a lot of stamina loss. Alright, we'll just take it this time. The dugouts swirl in the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual awakening the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again, and again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you are safe now. Congratulations, you survived. Level 5 difficulty level skeptic. Equipped katana. Backstory Word of Horror. Summoned Old God Arth Yolash. Incoming Doom 60%. Chosen Timeline A. Playthrough lasted 73 minutes. In this run, you've managed to solve 4 mysteries plaguing this town. You saw 41 new events. You've encountered 7 new enemies. You've unlocked 8 new achievements. Final log entries. You continue in your investigation. Your discipline and hard work pay off, +1 stamina. You've run into wall of photos. Your new character achievement unlocked, or new achievement unlocked rather. Interesting. So would it be worth playing that one again to try again, or how would that work? Let's see what other options we have here. My word, there are quite a lot here. I honestly do prefer the black and white, it's just easier to deal with. And don't ask again. Continue. So we could also just apparently do quick play at True Chaos. This option will start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old guard, and backgrounds and more. Customized or challenges. Test yourself with a selection of challenges. Choose your own character, background, and other playthrough specifics. Interesting. Something strange is happening in town. Same sort, same sort. The supposed cause of destruction in the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of 000 for its long-awaited premiere. Old Guards rule. Both you and enemies deal extra damage. Backstory and medical history. Character exclusive pack cards only. Medical history. Brittle bones run your family, and you've spent each summer in a cast. You start with extra EXP and bandages, but an injury may occur whenever the player takes damage in combat. Unfortunate. Plus 20 experience, however. Why can I not exit you? Alright, and warehouse. Similar situation, 5 padlocks. None of which are currently unlocked. Medkit. Gain 2 bandages. You can heal 1 major injury while keeping this item in your inventory. Alright. Leave and go to your home. Check your mailbox and it's empty. You're not currently investigating any weird mysteries. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected. Okay. Same situation as before. Oh. What's that? Probably just my imagination. Probably not. Custom mystery, save. Alright. Why are you starting a mystery? Inexplicable morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down to 5, so it's the same as before. Freaky feature of found footage. Macabre memory and morbid mermaids. And we've gotten morbid discovery. We've finished. I'm not sure how to get the other ones, honestly, on that. Bizarre Brute, the blood-curdling botanist, or Chilling Chronicle of Crimson Cape. Interesting. Oh, there's also this. Bloody Brief of Beckoning Bulletin. Alright. And then, of course, the final one there. So, that is actually rather interesting. Oh, what are you? It's a nice day outside. Library notes once more. Wait, what is that? A Thotu Flame. Deals 8 damage plus 2% doom. Cost of reason and stamina. Unfortunate. Nothing else seems to be here. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do for now, complete at least 1 mystery to save progress. So what we'll do then is we'll go in and complete the mystery we've already done. Since I can sort of speed through this one here. Go to the seaside. So what if I... No, we definitely want to do that one. So we're going to just try and breeze through this one a little bit. You decide to enter a small shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading them to do so might prove difficult. I am not very charming. Try talking to them or buy them around. No fisherman would refuse a free round. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. -1 funds, +5 experience. This one required it to dexterity check or perception check, some sort. And it's a failure, -2 stamina, of course. You may be going crazy, but you swear something's watching you from the sea. I do not have a weapon, I just realized as well. We'll need to get a weapon. Let the police handle it. You tell the girl to wait while you look for the officer. When you get back, she's gone. Police station. Experience for funds. How does that work? How can you help me? I thought I saw something change here for a second. Right, so what do we have? Request more police patrols. I cannot actually do that. Request more police patrols seaside, forest, or mansion. Share some information. Experience for funds. No thank you. Exit the station. Alright, so that's how that works. Cost doomed to enter. Recruit allies and gossip. Oh, I have never once recruited an ally. Interesting. Alright, so as to who is this? Latest gossip. Observe. Share creepy story. Forced to help you. Interesting. So let's start observe. Hikaru is taking their pin apart and putting it back together over and over. They look fine. Hachi is waiting for the class to begin. They seem relaxed. Michi is taking their pin apart and... You're probably the most normal here. Latest gossip. How did you do on your exam? It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. Definitely not you. How did you do on your... So, between the two. So you're the only one who's seemingly not agitated. Give me a break, unfortunate. You're always such a kidder. Oh, give me a break, of course. And of course, we're not going to force them. Alright, fine. I'll just try to investigate them. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could be a similar case have occurred in the past. A trip to the library might be a good idea. Need paranoia status. It's a waste of time or study issues at local newspapers. Knowledge check success. Near closing time, you stumble upon a curious article at the last page of a local newspaper. You copy the author's name along with the address before getting ready to leave. -3% doom, +10 experience. Very good. Let's see, the pen's been falling. We have already seen this one. You found a notebook containing handwritten detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids. Investigate the morbid school. I need to find a weapon somehow. Probably when we go into a fight, we'll have to try the hard way to scrounge around for one. Whether they can ever make... We've already read this portion. I could go to the shop, however. Steak knives. I wonder if the items I have in storage. And that's 2 additional items in your inventory. Well, the storage wouldn't be for her, however, it'd be for someone else, probably. I was actually hoping to purchase another item, the flashlight, but that's probably fine. Alright, investigate. The only metro line in your town connects to the University and Science Complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something's wrong. Where are the people? Deciding to walk will probably reduce my stamina, but there's probably a sanity problem if I take a ride. Luck check success. Even though the metro car is completely empty, you'll arrive at your station without any problems, saving valuable time. -2% doom. Very good. Very lucky. There's something wrong here. Weird apathy seems to infect every adult who asks for help. We've seen that one as well. Bottom item off. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices are muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. They are preparing for something. This can't be healthy. Are they hiding something? A sense of dread creeps over you as the masked people are swarming through the stores, filling their cars with food and survival equipment. You notice the good prices are already skyrocketed. You realize that you need to act fast if you want to have any chance of survival. -2 funds, we all broke. Unfortunate, I suppose. Impossible. I cannot do anything here. -1 reason. How is it possible? Prepare yourself. Alright, so chance to hit is honestly not great. And as for the, I can only attack 3 times. I can guarantee at least 1 hit. As for dodging, top of left, time needed to end story action. A spark from the broken bulb should set a highly flammable clip. Absolutely. Actually, force manhole. Try to open the manhole cover. No, actually, do the manhole cover first. And brace for impact, perhaps. Strength-based. Lower the incoming damage by half, ignore any special effects. Or dodge. Dexterity-based. I can also do either one, actually. Unfortunate. Can I also attack, then? Yes, I can. It would be easier with a proper tool, though, it says. But did we already do that? There's a... You still have a Magento. Magento swings his axe. You see a new injury, broken nose. Unfortunate. Oh, you successfully run from Magenitor. Escape. Suddenly, the mutilated girl moans quietly and twitches. The fishtail causes a lamp to fall and break, igniting the chemicals. Magenitor catches fire and starts screaming terribly. You try to avoid him as he thrashes around the room, setting everything on fire. Thick smoke and smell of burning flesh makes you feel weak. I was hoping to get the manhole cover, but unfortunate. You are rescued by the firemen, trying to contain the fire. No trace of the Magenter is found, and no one believes your story, but you will sleep a little bit better tonight, knowing that the other students are safe. Macabre memories of a morbid ending C. Interesting. Alright. Crimson Moon spotted over Shiokawa, keeping everyone on edge. All enemies get an additional 20... My word, that's god-awful. Unfortunate. Alright, so first of all, take a bath and heal yourself with the stamina. And now I'll save and exit. So we'll pick this back up another time. I'm not sure how many playthroughs of this I can actually go through, to be honest. I sort of want to do the ones where I can pick a challenge. Okay, interesting. So I sort of want to pick the one where I can actually choose. So we're going to have to leave it here. I don't want to accidentally hit new game and mess it up. But where I can choose the character and just level the one character over and over again. And see how well that turns out for us. It could be interesting, could be fun. There's also mods, I suppose. I don't remember seeing DLC. I'll have to check to see if that is. But what I'm probably going... Excuse me. What I'm probably going to do is I'll play it again Thursday. And then Saturday, I had a game I wanted to play. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. There might be another game to play. But what I might do is I might play this for a little bit. See how it turns out. See if it really does have a sort of ending to it. Play through different stories at the very least. And maybe just sort of make this a once a week sort of game. Where I'll play it every so often. Play something else every other day. And then have this one just kind of there. Have this my go-to sort when I have nothing else to do, maybe? Because I do like the idea of going back to Lobotomy Corporation, have that as my go-to, but my word, there's quite a lot to do in that game, and again, I have not really touched it since last we streamed. So there's also a similar situation happening with what's it? Sunhaven. I've actually started picking Sunhaven back up a little bit, but there is new there's some new material in that game, some new content here and there. But I'm also playing with a friend, so it's interesting. But I'll be playing mostly with him, trying to learn a bit more about the game and seeing if there's anything new. So I might pop back into that a little bit, but there isn't really much else to. It's not enough to really stream for currently. Now that I've seen, there's a little new content here there to welcome a couple of new people, but I haven't really seen a questline so far. So, as soon as I can figure out more, I might stream that again, but probably not. I'll probably have, say, that's the end of the stream for that one. The Lobotomy Corporation, I really need to get back into at some point, just find the time, spend a day at it, try to go through and get as far as I can, but the issue is I don't want to continue with a story in my own playthrough without streaming it, which puts me at a bit of a crux since it takes so long to go through, and I need to just record it. That's what I need to do. I just need to record it and say to hell's with it. Start recording when something new is happening, so I think that's what I'll have to do. I just need to find the time to do that. But that is all for now. I do hope you enjoyed for the time being. As I said, I might stream this Thursday and then stream something else Saturday. And oh, Off. That was the game I was wanting to play, Off. So I'll make Off the actual next playthrough then, and we'll just stream this maybe once a week or in between games or whenever I have nothing else to play for the most part. But I do want to continue this for a little bit at least, because it does have a story, but it's also going to be a lot of reading a lot of the same here and there, and it's fun by all accounts. It's definitely fun. It's just I don't know how much of a playthrough I can really go through on it. It's definitely more reliable as a sort of game to mess around with, for sure. So, for now, I will leave that as is. I do hope you enjoyed. Do take care of yourselves. Rest well. Hopefully, we'll see you soon.